Amanda. Our chairperson.
I'd like to welcome everybody for attending the January 30th, 4 p.m. SHAC meeting. I want to remind everyone that this is being recorded. The first item will be public comment. Is there any public comment?
Nope. No public comments.
So there is no public comments, so we move on to COVID-19.
Okay, we still have that around a little bit. As of the 30th of January, we've had a total of 8 students and 2 staff members have it, so it's a total of 10 cases.
This year?
This year.
Wow.
This whole school year. As far as the flu goes, because I also report that, we've had 22 cases that I know of, and upper respiratory infection, 23 cases. And, you know, some of that falls through the cracks, of course, because if we don't know, or if kids don't go to the doctor, or if we don't get a slip that actually says, you know, that, or communicated to us that they've actually had the flu, then, you know, sometimes a few will slip through the cracks. But that's the numbers as of right now. And as far as the testing program goes, I still have some COVID tests, and the expiration date on those were, it was extended. They had expired, but I got notification that the expiration date's extended. So I still have some, but nobody has asked for one. So they're available, but nobody's asked for any. So also I report to DSHS once a week, and I report COVID, flu, and upper respiratory infection or respiratory-like illness. And then also the health plan, we've had no changes this year to our health plan, so that's kind of where we are on it. We haven't had, you know, a lot of illness. Most recently, it's been a stomach bug, but we don't report that. So anyway, and that's all I have on that.
Thank you.
Okay, no action for that one. Next item on the agenda is coordinated school health program.
And then I always bring that up just to remind everyone that's what we have. You know, our K through 8 coordinated school health program is by a star, and it's online, and the teachers use it as they kind of want to. They have the freedom to use it within their curriculum. You know, I don't force it on them to say you must do this now and this now and this now. I let them decide when they want to do the lessons. So.
Are they actually doing it?
I think they are, as far as I know. Now, how much they're doing it, I don't know, but we are required by the state to have it, so we do have it.
It has to be offered, but not
So
required.
it's supposed to be being done, so we'll put it that way.
Okay, next item on the agenda is Vector Solutions online student training 6 through 12.
And we have, I've been talking about that every time we meet also. The 4-6 weeks is from January the 5th through February 21st. And the assignments for this 4-6 weeks are resolving disagreements and sexual harassment. And there's like, I don't know, 8 or 9 programs. And they're just little very short tidbits, and they're, you know, grade specific and age specific. So, and they usually do those during 7th period, you know, at the first of the 6 weeks before they, you know, have makeup work or anything like that. And they just do them, you know, they're on their own computer, and they do them by themselves. You know, if they have questions, they can ask the teacher. And then the 5th 6 weeks, we'll do, that's from February 22nd to April the 14th, and it's good decision making and healthy relationships. So, and that again, they'll, you know, they're little short programs that they'll do probably during 7th period. So, and it's just some extra stuff that we offer, you know, for them. So, and by that time, we'll have gone through our whole library for all of junior high and high school. We'll have done the whole library of programs over the year. So we won't have any vector training the last 6 weeks, the 6 weeks. So there'll be other things to do during the 6 weeks.
Are the teachers getting feedback on that? Like, they
haven't communicated
Okay.
anything to me, but they do call me a lot and say, hey, so-and-so can't get online, on. So, you know, I try to help them, you know, get them on. But
okay.
as far, I haven't heard anything from the teachers about
Okay.
that kind of, you know,
how the kids are
how the
responding
kids
to
are
it.
responding
Okay.
to it or whatever, but, or if they have any kind of discussions in class or whatever,
Okay.
so. Okie dokie.
Alright, next on the agenda is upcoming sex ed programs.
Okay, last year we had, Aim for Success was the name of the company that came, and I think they've changed their name to Just Say Yes or something like that. Anyway, they're gonna come again this year, but they have a parent preview program on March the 6th from 5:30 to 6:30. It'll be in Mr. Rankin's room again. And, then on the 7th, they'll have the programs for the students, and they're gonna be about 45 minutes long, and we are sending out permission slips, so if kids, you know, if parents opt their kids out of that and don't want their kids to participate, we'll have an alternate place for those kids to go. And, it's kind of building on some of the information they gave them last year. It's kind of a quick synopsis. You know, we did talk about, last year, we had to do the whole curriculum thing for the health curriculum, the SHAC, approved the health curriculum last year. And, so they're probably gonna touch on some stuff, but actually the sexual education part of it will be in this little program. So, yeah, if parents are welcome to come for the parent preview. And they will have, again, age specific. I think we have like 9th and 10th graders together, 11th and 12th, 7th and 8th, and then the youth are by themselves. So, cause they don't get quite as much information as the others do, so. Anyway, so that's scheduled, for March the 6th and 7th. And that's all I have on that.
Next is upcoming school board election.
Yeah, I just always tell everybody, you know, cause every year we have a school board election, and this year, we have 2 positions that are up, they're at large, all of our board positions are at large, and, Mario Maldonado and Courtney Duncan are up, you know, their terms are up, and, we have had one person, we've had Carlos Garcia apply today to run, so, I don't know if y'all know him,
Mhm.
everybody knows him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So made everybody knows
So,
everything.
so anyway, I just touch on that always, you know, just cause we, you know, just kinda keep us up to date on what's going on with the board, cause we always have there's always terms up in May, so we have to have an election every May. Unless we have incumbents run and nobody runs against them, then we can cancel. But this year also, Mr. Moore is probably gonna try and do a bond election. I know he's gonna have some public meetings about that.
I think there's gonna be 2 public meetings.
2 public meetings coming up. I think there's a notice in the paper. I can't remember all the details on it, but, it's for, a vocational building.
Oh, cool.
So building a
I
vocational
wanna say it's
building.
like the 6th and 14th. I think it's
Of
both
February.
Mondays.
Is that
Yeah.
different than the vocational building would be a separate building from
It's like
the
an ag shop,
building
it's
that
like
they-
an ag shop, vocational building, it's
All in
all
one?
together.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you
Yeah,
know
it's gonna be
yet
all together.
what funds were gonna be funneled to Lomita for the reverse raffle? Is that part, it's way outside the scope of what
It's
this?
way out
Okay.
for that, yeah. So, and, you know, as far as the bond goes, I don't know, the deadline for the board members to sign up, or some, you know, people to sign up for the school board election is February 17th, on that Friday, and that is also the deadline to call for a bond election if you're going to, cause that's actually considered a special election, so the 17th is also the deadline. So the board meeting's the 16th. So.
And possibly the 17th if we can't have
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So
That
you have
morning.
to, yeah, cause the board has to actually call the election, they have to order the election, so. So Mr. Moore's trying to get get the information out to people and explain it all, so that, get feedback, cause I mean, people are gonna vote on it, they get to pick, so. The last bond election we had was, when was that we built the new building back there, so that's been a while back,
6 or 7 years maybe?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's been a while. And in between that bond election, then there was the bond election in the county for the new jail. So that was after, so, yeah, so. Anyway, that's all I have on that.
Okay, next is programs with
Miss Morse couldn't be here today, because of all the schedule changes because of the bad weather and the basketball games moved all around. So, I'll just tip on that just a little bit on that. She does Words of Wisdom every Wednesday, so she's still doing that. And last time she talked about a bully box being set up, and it is in the elementary hallway over there. And, she had Erica Melton, from the Hill Country Community Action, I think is what it's called. She came and did some, human trafficking programs with all the junior high and high school kids, so that was, apparently was really good. She really enjoyed it, and I think the kids really,
Abby said it was good. That's the first thing she told me when she came home.
Yeah, that it was really good. It kinda got them thinking, to be aware of things.
Much input from the bully box.
I don't know,
No.
Miss Morse
Don't know
didn't
about
tell
that.
me.
Last time I asked her, she said nothing so far,
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
which is good, I guess.
yeah, so.
You don't know if it's because there's no bullying or nobody's using it.
Yeah, it's a pretty new thing, so,
okay.
so, we'll see. Okay, that's all.
Next is ACE program.
I mean, we were supposed to have a family engagement tonight, with, conjoined with the math night, but that has gotten canceled now, so that will be postponed until a later date. We're not sure when that will be yet, and so we're kinda looking forward to getting that done, though. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it for now.
Well, one
There's
thing,
not
and
a
it's
whole
funny, you'll
lot.
talk about family engagement, we're doing, new clubs for the kids, and they've been very excited about the new clubs, so, we start off with their homework, so we have them get their homework done, and then we have brought in some like reading specialists or some retired teachers, and they come in and pull the lower kids and do small groups with them. And so we have reading and we have math teachers to do that. And so I think that's something new that's awesome that we're doing to help those kids try to, increase their scores and stuff, and kind of get them caught up. And then after that, they get to sign up each week for a different club. And we have cooking club, which they really like. And we have recreation in the gym and games and stuff. We have tech and games where they can, we set up the game room out there, and we have ping pong, we have air hockey, we have the Switch, the Atari Switch or Nintendo Switch, and then tons of games and stuff like that they can do. And then the last one is crafts. And we've made Play-Doh, they made all sorts of
They were
just
tempted to make slime.
different stuff. And then so we tell them they have to sign up for a different club each week to let the kids rotate. But anyway, I thought that was something different that we're doing. But we are trying to get more kids to participate, more families to participate.
Sounds really cool.
We just had our project directors meeting, our required one last week, and we all get together throughout the state and talk about different things. And anyway, our ed specialist was very pleased with Lomita and how far we came this year as far as the new schedule and what we're doing as far as pull out and stuff. And so anyway, she had taken a copy of it to use it in future webinars, so I thought that was kind of a nice thing that that they said if we can try to align some of our kids with their school day stuff that where they're low, that would be a big help.
That's okay.
So plus, like Tracy said, they like the clubs. You'd be surprised, the boys like the cooking club too.
And last time this week, she's starting to stay like an hour, and so when the kids finish their AR book, they can go in and take an AR test,
Okay.
or if they can, and then check out a new book, and we have them read for 20 minutes. So they've kind of been excited about taking AR tests and making it prize, and if they score a certain thing. So anyway, doing a few different changes.
Yes, and at that conference, the Reading Warrior thing was really pushed, and that was, we're encouraging them to do reading more, and so there's some punch card things that we're probably going to try to work with Ms. Wooten and through the library, and where the kids will have a reward system if they finish getting their card punched. But it'll be simple things, like some of them are just like reading a recipe to somebody, or it's just mainly encourage them to read anything. It doesn't have to be a book, just to get them encouraged about reading any kind of something somewhere. and then hopefully they'll, grow and promote. So, anyway.
Have y'all done that in the past, like reading logs? I'm sure y'all done reading logs.
I like that idea. I mean, yeah. I like the punch card idea.
With the logs, I don't think there was ever a reward. for
No,
it.
but no, there's no been no reward with it, but reading logs,
log.
yeah.
Yeah,
They've
it's signed
had
by-
it, they've had to have it
Well,
signed.
no,
by
we
the
used to
parents.
do them in Lime
Miss
House.
Maddox was a
20
big
minutes.
one about reading logs. Miss Maddox always had a reading log where it's like the parent had to sign that they read 20 minutes every day. I know she was a big stickler on reading logs. But I love the punch card idea. I think that's a fantastic
We're hoping
idea.
it'll increase. the
And
kids'
I
willing
like the
to
variety, reading something more than just a book.
Yeah,
Because
Mhm.
books are simple, but
Mhm.
reading a recipe card,
yeah,
that's
these were
gonna
just
be a little
really
bit, or a
different
newspaper
things.
for that
Yeah.
matter, something different, expand their horizons a little bit. That's a great idea. That's really, that's wonderful.
Like one of them was even like to dress up in something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to
read
you know
something while
read
wearing a
something.
costume.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Okay.
fun. Oh my gosh.
And then another thing that they encouraged us, which we do have that stuff because we had gotten it last year, is that it's called Math Hoops. And so we're going to try to get that started. And that now they have a app that can actually be set for like our kindergarten first graders. And what it is they play like an NBA game, but it's using like they have to use math to do it. So it's
Oh.
basic like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Of course, the younger ones would just do adding and subtracting, but the older ones would add the multiplying, dividing. It even has percents in there. But the kids can actually do this, and they can actually compete. There's actually NBA hoops tournaments throughout all the sites in Texas, and they can compete amongst all those kids. And then as they compete, there are some kids who actually even get to go to like the nationals. One group from Texas got to go to Philadelphia this summer, and they got to, meet the NBA players. They did a big deal for them. But some of these things can be set up on an app on a phone where they can play it even if they're not at school on a board game. They could actually, which I think, if it will encourage our math, they all need adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But, so hopefully that's something that we can get kind of started too for them.
That's a good idea.
I think we're done.
Yep.
All right.
Next would be roundtable.
Does
I don't have
anybody
anything
have
to add.
anything? We'll just make it short today. Does anybody have anything for
Do
roundtable?
not.
No,
No, DJ?
No.
Okay, all right.
no good.
So, Amanda, do you wanna ask for a motion for adjourn?
Yes, could we have a motion to adjourn?
Second. All right.
Nip that in the bud.
Awesome. Everybody's in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?